Welcome to An Alternate Hugh. I'm Hugh Anderson, and this is what caught my attention recently. So let's begin with some good news. Daniel Cooper, senior editor for Future Loop, reported that agricultural giant John Deere is ready to show off its fully autonomous tractor, and that'll be made available to farmers later this year. When in use, a farmer can set the tractor to work and then leave it running, allowing them to tend to vital work elsewhere. Kind of like a giant Roomba. I can't wait for that country and western song. The idea is to help make farming more efficient and more robust in the face of ever-increasing demand and dwindling resources, and allow farmers to no longer worry about the farmhands not showing up for work. It says that all a farmer needs to do is to drive it to the start of a field, configure it for its operation, and then swipe from left to right to start the machine. Wait a minute, isn't that what you do on that dating app I've never been on? Never mind. Its progress can then be monitored from a mobile device, which can receive live video, data, and metrics, allowing a farmer to make adjustments on the fly. Stay tuned for the automated meatpacking plant. No Freddy Kruegers need apply. Well, I've got a big smirk on my face and a gleam in my eye because, well, after way too many years, a P.T. Barnum-like promoter of a company's prospects was convicted of fraud by a jury of her peers. Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes was the epitome of the fake-it-till-you-make-it philosophy of Silicon Valley. For those not familiar with Theranos or Holmes, a quick synopsis. Holmes was, or is, a brilliant wonderkind who dropped out of college to pursue her extraordinary techno breakthrough and start her company. Theranos was built on the wonderful idea that they could offer over 240 blood tests with a single prick of your finger. The concept was so compelling, investors, sophisticated investors I might add, poured $400 million into the company, and at its peak, it was worth $9 billion. The problem was the company, or the technology, didn't work. It was, for all intents and purposes, faked. You see, in late 2015, John Carreyrou of the Wall Street Journal started asking questions, and then all heck started breaking loose. He discovered the company was cherry-picking data to make the technology look good. No surprise there. Everyone does it, right? But my favorite cockroach that I discovered was, wait for it, the machine consistently didn't work. So they are actually using other machines from another company. Priceless. In other words, ignore the man behind the curtain. And the promises kept coming, but the promises kept getting broken. Until finally it was determined the promises were actually just plain lies. Like, you look great in that Speedo. Holmes has yet to be sentenced, but one has to wonder if anyone else who is faking it might be getting nervous. Remember, Warren Buffett was known to say, when the tide goes out, you know who's been swimming naked. So keep a close eye on any overhyped, hyperventilating promotions surrounding the latest and greatest technologies. I'm looking at you, electric vehicle companies, all of you, even that other wonderkind on his way to $1 trillion net worth. So speaking of technology, are you having trouble keeping up with all the changes going on around us, especially in technology? Well, me too. But Metcalfe's law might help. As technology continues to change our world at hyperspeed, it's good to know why it's happening. And Metcalfe's law elegantly describes network effects, which is a main contributor. And here's how it works. One cell phone is useless without another cell phone to talk to. The next cell phone improves the value of the first. 10 cell phones is even more valuable because the network has grown to 100, meaning each cell phone can now talk to 9 other cell phones. In 1993, George Gilder formulated the concept mathematically, and it's been very, very well received ever since. Since almost every new technology is connected to the internet, each unit of that technology enhances, well, just about everything. So stay tuned on that file, and hat tip to Raoul Powell of Macro Insiders. Now, James Carville, political advisor to President Clinton and political commentator since those glory days, was known to say, "It's the economy, stupid." Well, read into this what you will, but I commend you to look at number 1, it's the economy, as always. And you'll see that it's a runaway leader compared to everything else. Now, dare I wander into the Omicron swamp? But wander I must, because it's not this one. It's this one. That's right. That blue line is showing you the number of hospitalizations in New York City, which again seems to be ground zero for all things COVID. But notice the lines at the bottom. Those are hospitalizations and deaths. even lower than last year, and we wonder what all the hysteria is about. At least I do. Just asking. The torrent of debatable news is unbelievable, and my question is, to what end? But let's end on a happy note, shall we? Drones aren't just for cops or spying. They can also be used to save your life. At least that was the case with a Swedish man who survived a brush with death due to the quick actions of a few good Samaritans and an emergency medical drone, according to a press release from drone maker Everdrone. The man was shoveling snow outside of his home in December when he suffered a heart attack. Luckily, a doctor named Mustafa Ali was driving by when he saw the man collapsed on his driveway. The doctor began to do CPR and asked a bystander to call emergency services. And, quote, just minutes later, I saw something flying above my head, Ali recalled. In the release, it was a drone with a defibrillator, unquote. The drone was created and operated by Everdrone as part of its emergency medical aerial delivery service, and working in conjunction with local medical officials, the company was able to deliver a defibrillator to Ali within minutes. Ultimately, the doctor was able to use it to save the 71-year-old's life. Currently, the service is only offered in Sweden and can currently reach roughly 200,000 residents. However, Everdrone says it plans to expand the service to more locations in Europe this year. Let's hope we can get defibrillators with our Amazon drone delivery soon. So that's it for this week. This has been an Alternate Hugh. I'm Hugh Anderson. I hope you enjoyed some of those tidbits. If you didn't, send them to somebody you don't like. Have a great day, stay well, and be prosperous.